All right, good morning, Mod and Pop Thrift. My name is Tom. I'm a stay-at-home dad for 5 kids and a full-time eBay reseller. We've got a handful of sales today. Let's get into it. First thing that we sold for the things we're shipping today anyway is this trash can. I paid $2.20 for it at our local Goodwill. It looks like the kind of thing that nobody wants, but the person who bought it has a black poodle on their profile picture on eBay, which I thought was fun. It is by Ransburg. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to make that focus, but that logo, Ransburg, they do a lot of this kind of hand painted over utilitarian products, and like these cookie jars, those like stackable nesting jars that would be for flour, coffee, sugar, whatever. They do a lot of ceramic painting. So Ransburg is a name to look out for. I had this listed for $65, just kind of on par with the comps and hoping to get the most that I could. This lady sent me an offer for $40. I countered back at $48, and this is going out free shipping. Tiger Handheld Games. Tiger Electronics. This one happens to be Batman the Animated Series, which is a very popular series that has lots of followers, and anything branded Batman the Animated Series is probably going to do reasonably well for you. It was one of the very first dark Batman things. Like, if you think about Batman from the 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, early 80s, it's Adam West and it's Scooby-Doo, and it's Super Friends, which is not dark brooding. And then Tim Burton did that Batman with Michael Keaton, fantastic. And then this came out, this Batman the Animated Series, and it kind of moved Batman into being the dark brooding character that we all know and love now, away from that campy Scooby-Doo Adam West character. And if you follow animation at all, this is a groundbreaking series that changed a lot of how animation is done, who it's done for, what the focus is. Batman the Animated Series, hugely influential series. The Joker, played by Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, eh? I'm not very fond of Jedi. In fact, I hate them.
In this series, Mark Hamill voices the Joker. Anyway, I'm nerding out about Batman. But these Tiger Electronics handheld games aren't fun, but they are collectible. This one is a really good one. Because of how iconic this cartoon is. This I had listed for $39.99, free shipping, and I mean, this isn't going to cost me anything to ship, $5 maybe. I got an offer for $30, and I thought comps were like $35, and I listed it for $40, and a $30 offer seemed good at the time. I find a lot of good Harley Davidson t-shirts. This is a fantastic looking shirt. I paid $2.48 for it, but Harley Davidson shirts are a dying thing. It's just not, they're not popular right now, and they wax and wane. They'll come back, I'm sure, but for right now, they're just not selling for profitable money. I have a bunch because I was buying them. I've been buying them for years and pricing them high, hoping to get good money out of them. And I'm still buying them at $2.50 when I find them, but they're selling, that one sold for $12.99 free shipping. So let's look at the math on that real quick. $12.99 minus, let's call it 15% fees so I don't have to count the shipping label and the poly mailer cost. So 15% fees, and I do sometimes do promoted listings, so I would add that as 2%, which would put me closer to 15. I don't know if this one sold as promoted or not, but let's call it 15%, puts me at $11.04 out of the $13 that I got. So then $3.48 to ship that leaves me $7.56 minus my cost of goods at $2.75 when you include sales tax on the $2.48 puts me at $4.81 return on $2.75 invested. It's a good return on investment, but if you are thinking about only making $4 on this item, but it took me like 5 pictures and putting it in a box, and now it'll take me 3 minutes to get it prepared to go. It's not a ton of money, but it's taken me longer to make this video that I'll make nothing on. So Harley Davidson shirts, I mean, 2 years ago I would have gotten $25 for this shirt, and we'd be talking about making 10 or 12 bucks on the, but this would have probably cost me $5.99 2 years ago also. So the market's dying, but that's kind of how you figure out what you're making when you sell something. Let's not beat this dead horse. Dale Earnhardt Sr. NASCAR. These are long sleeve, button down, but remember, button down is the collar buttons down to the shirt. These are button down Dale Earnhardt long sleeve Chase brand shirts. I bought them both for $1 a piece at different garage sales, but they're both size large, long sleeve Dale Senior shirts. They sold for, I decided to lot them up because long sleeve button shirts aren't what people who are buying NASCAR for big money are looking for. They're looking for all over print t-shirts or older snapbacks. But these, I knew these would sell. They're $24.99 free shipping. They'll go into a padded flat rate, and I'll make some money. Dobbs is not Stetson. They are not the best name brand of hat in the world, but even this really goofy looking bucket hat with the brim flipped up and it's yellow sold, and it sold reasonably quickly. I paid $2.99 for it at the thrift store the other day, where Levi found that microphone that I don't know that I'm gonna get I mean, it'll be a huge return for $4, but I don't think it's gonna get anywhere near what we had hoped. This I paid $2.99 for. It got $22.90, which there was one sold comp. I priced this at the same price as that sold comp, and it sold in a week, and it'll be super easy to ship because I don't have to worry about keeping this piece flat. And if this gets bent up a little bit, it won't make a lot of difference. I don't want to really contort it, but it's not going to get damaged unless I put it in a poly mailer and it gets folded. These two boxes sold together. It's 2 sets of these jalapeno lights that go on a strand of Christmas lights. 2 boxes of 10 jalapenos a piece. I paid 75 cents a piece, so I'm $1.50 into these, and they sold for $17.99 free shipping. And you have the Ducks Unlimited hat. I paid 50 cents for this at an estate sale the other day, where I showed up late and everything was 50% off, and they had a ton of hats. All the hats would have been $1 on day one. On the last day, they were 50 cents. This one is never worn. South Brevard County in Florida, and that's a super nice hat. Sold for $16.99 plus shipping. That appears to be everything that we have to sell for today. Everything's going to be super easy to ship, except for that trash can will be, medium. It's not even hard. It's just not stick it in a box or stick it in a bag and put tape on it. Right, we are at the Goodwill that is closest to my house, but it's not the direction I drive very often. So I don't go in here as frequently, but we'll see what we can find. It's like a fake Nike hat. MTV. Cards. $5. Good grief. So you can see there's a handful of new carts out. I got this Pistol Pete Adidas thing for $5.99, and then a vintage Columbia shirt for $3.99, vintage Nike. Good. Shoes just dumped. Those are nice Air Max for $5.50. All right, so looking through coffee mugs, I found this little bicycle. Coffee mug, I think it's dated 1979. This is $4.39. The box is open, but it looks like it's all there, and it's vintage. 1989. I can't find this one, but it's worth $5 for sure. And then I tried to look this up, and there's really nothing like it. For $1.78, I think I'm going to give it a shot. We're over here in toys and electronics. It doesn't look like there's much here, but I was able to grab these Brooks for $5.99. Brooks ladies running shoes. They're in really nice shape. And this Harley Davidson hoodie XL, $5.99. It'll probably be $20. This thing's kind of neat. Disc organizer, $2.78. See, does it have a date on it? 2008. I'll look it up, but I suspect I'm going to skip it. Player. That one's no doubt not a recorder. Here's another New Wave oven. I haven't even messed with the other one that I got for $5, but this one's 22, so I'm not gonna mess with it either. This thing's neat, but they tend to not be worth much, which sucks. Chris Angel Mind Freak. I seem to remember that being something kind of expensive. I'm gonna look into it. It looks like it has 100,000 parts that could be missing though. You know, I'm not gonna walk right by this Ninja Turtle without mentioning it. The Chris Angel Mind Freak thing wasn't worth anything. This feels like a Wii Fit board. I don't know that it's worth anything, but geez, that's an enormous squishmallow. He's $2.19. I think I'm going to take a shot on that. And just the hodgepodges in silverware. It doesn't look like any of the kind of silverware that I look for. It's probably not. Feeling pretty proud of myself at the moment. I just got home from Goodwill, and you guys saw some of the footage of the things that I bought. I ended up with like 8 coffee mugs, 2 plush. There was a third plush and it didn't end up in my cart at the register. I don't know what happened to it. I went to the bathroom after I found it. I wonder if maybe somebody sniped it from me. A couple of teak bowl sets, new in the box. A bunch of books. That Conan book ended up being really good. 2 shirts, the blanket. The shoes. Oh, 3 shirts. I got all of that stuff and I brought it home and I put it on this table and I got pictures of all of it. Normally this table isn't that dirty. I'm outside and it's like 6:30, so it's not dark yet, but I've got 100 old trees in my yard and it's really hard to get consistent light with the light that comes through the trees not casting shadows. So this twilight is best for me if I'm just shooting in the yard on a nice evening. And this wasn't that dirty. The last thing I did was this witch and her broom had a whole lot of dander, we'll say. So I was super deliberate while I was out today to make sure that I was buying pieces that I could just come home and photograph. I didn't pick up things that had to be tested. I didn't pick up things that had to be super cleaned or repaired in some way. I just wanted stuff I could come home, take pictures of, and call it processed and put it away. And they all went into the same box, so I'll just add the same custom SKU label to it, and we will be good to go on all of that stuff. I'm going to get to listing that stuff. You guys, click the like button if you learned something or if you liked anything that I picked up. If there's something that you thought was unique and you liked it, leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite thing that I got was. Or if you saw something on the shelf, you're like, dude, you should have picked that up. Oh, let me know what I missed. And hit the notification bell so you see the next video. And we'll see you on that one. Thanks.